This is the brand new Andersen EV Quartz charger, one of the poshest EV chargers on the market right now. And in this video, I'm going to take you through everything: the installation, the setup, the commissioning, and my honest opinion as an installer on whether you should buy this charger or not.
First impressions, Andersen have gone premium here. Straight away the packaging feels high end and the finish on a charger is clean. Inside the box you've got the main unit, a user guide, an installation manual, the fixings, a CT clamp, fixings and washers. Everything is laid out nicely and you can tell they've thought about presentation. When it comes to how an EV charger looks, I would say that this one is up there.
Honest first impressions of the Quartz is, I like it. It just feels premium. It's all nice and metal. It feels well built compared to other chargers like the 𝐾𝐢𝐬𝐬 that's just come out. Very plasticky indeed. And you get to choose and customize the colors. So this is the black body with the bronze front, but it looks very sort of goldy, which is what the customer wanted. The untethered unit, charging port down the bottom, a boost button there which is needed for commissioning, and an indicator light there. You also get an installer's manual. What I like about this installer's manual is it's very step by step. Literally step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Everything is explained to you in the simplest way possible. So if you're using this video as a reference to install this and I've missed something out, don't worry too much. It's all inside this manual. To remove the trim, you're going to need a 1.5mm Allen key. This does not come in the packaging. And there's a little grub screw just there.
You need to be super careful with that grub screw because if you don't use the right size Allen key, you are going to round it off. Next, you need to undo those 4 front bolts, and then you have this earth fly lead. Give it a wiggle and that will come off. And underneath you can see the cable entry there. This has bottom and rear entry cable entries.
Before we get into actually installing this EV charger, let's run through a few of the key features about it. This charger is available as a 7kW or a 22kW EV charger. It integrates with solar, it integrates with those cheap energy tariffs such as OVO already, and it will integrate with Octopus Intelligent from September. Any Andersen Quartz that you purchase now will work with Octopus Intelligent in September onwards. You have over 100 design options, so you can make this charger suit the outside of your house and it can all incorporate with the colors and the features of your property. They do another version like this, but it's called the Andersen Quartz Vision. And what you get is a little digital screen there, which tells you all your charging information. You can also get this charger as a tethered model, but aesthetically, for the nicest finish, I reckon go untethered and use your own charging cable.
In order for me to get this EV charger working, I'm going to have to install my supply cable. But before I do that, I am going to be using the D-line clips with the spit gun in prep for that cable run. The cable I'm using is the Doncaster Cable's 6mm EV Ultra with a Cat 5. That comes with 4 pairs in it. 1 pair I'm using for the CT, which leaves me 3 pairs, 1 for potential solar monitoring and the other 2 for a Wi-Fi Ethernet connection if required. I noticed straight away here that I didn't get all of my chalk markings, so if you're going to mark this, you're better off using the template. One of those holes is super hard to get to. Once I've got all of my holes drilled, I then need to fix the charger to the wall, and this is where I found my first problem. Let me explain.
One thing I'm a little bit unsure about is the stuffing gland is right up here. So I don't know how you can really do this up without taking this off and putting it on first and doing it up. I think that's literally what you've got to do here. So this is what I mean. Like the stuffing gland is right the way up the back there. So there's no way that I can really get anything to nip that up with. I would say that's probably the first flaw of this charger, is that design issue there. You shouldn't have to really put the charger on, work out where it's going, measure the cable, take the charger off, put the cable in, put the charger back. Shouldn't really have to do that. But we'll do it and we'll see how it goes. And if you know a different way of doing it, let me know in the comments below. My installer tip of the day for you is to create job packs for every single client and job that you carry out. For this Andersen Quartz EV Charger that I've installed, everything that I have done relating to this job has been logged. Pictures of the consumer unit, the installation, the charger, serial numbers, the certificates, DNO applications, building control notifications, everything I've done has been put away into a job pack for this client. So if anything goes wrong in the future, whether it's a warranty claim or any sort of liability case against you, you have a record of everything that you've done at the time of installation. This will protect you. So if you're not already, give Traderfy a go. You get a 2-week free trial and also 30% off your first 3 months of your membership. I've been using it for 5 years and it is definitely worth investing in. It is going to streamline your business. See, me getting anything to do that up is going to be near on impossible. I almost think you need to take the gland off, put the gland on the cable, and then do this up. So I need to work out exactly where this is going, which is there. So I have to put a mark. Oh my God, stuff's blowing everywhere. So what you've got to do is mark the cable where it comes through the hole so it goes back exactly onto the wall. Then take this gland off. Then do the gland up. Right, so now my gland is secure to the cable. Then I've got to put it back on here. Then I'm probably going to fix this to the wall next, loosely. Now I'm going to put my lock ring on. I'm sorry, Andersen, but that to me is an unnecessary faff. I think that is a bit of a design flaw. I don't know any other charger where you have to do that. I like the charger, I like Andersen, I love the A3. I like this charger, but that's a faff. Here you have the lever terminals, and as you can see there, these chargers are ready for 3-phase, earth neutral, L1, L2, L3. I'm only using earth neutral and L1 as this is a single phase installation. And then my CT connections are just in this little block here. And I'm using number 1 and 2 for my CT connections.
Now that I've reached this stage, it's time for me to get the tester out and start carrying out my dead testing. Then I can put the front cover back on before carrying out my live testing. I really like this bronze little front plate. It's amazing how swapping out these front plates for different colours just changes the look of this charger completely. What I'm doing here is using an app called Notability, and I use that to take photos of all of my test results, as you can see me doing here.
To commission this charger, there is a button here you need to push 3 times, which will put this into setup mode. You need to open up the Andersen app and scroll down to the bottom where you'll see like a little toolbox. You need to click that, and you're going to need an Andersen installer's pin. You need to phone up Andersen and get one of these. I made a critical error while trying to commission this EV charger, and that was I was trying to do it through the old app. The old Andersen app is like a kinetic app. That's wrong. I've just been on the phone to Andersen for absolutely ages trying to sort this out now, and all it was there's a new app. So if you have the old historical app, get rid of that and download the new Andersen EV app. Run through the commissioning, dead easy. In the end, that only took me about 3 minutes, 45 minutes to suss that out though. So after spending the morning / afternoon installing the Andersen EV Quartz for the first time, my honest verdict is this: the build quality, very nice. If you are a customer looking for an EV charger, this is a very nice premium charger without the premium sort of price really. It's a good unit for sure. Installer friendliness, I'm going to be brutally honest here. It is not my favourite one to install. I have 2 niggles with this charger. One is that tiny little grub Allen key screw. If you don't have the right Allen key, it is game over, and it's easy to round it off. I don't like it. And the second one is the whole cable entry situation where you need to put the gland on the cable before you mount the charger. To me, that's just all a bit backwards. And I know you're going to watch this, Andersen, and I like the A3, I liked the A2, I do like the look of this one, but I don't think I'm being unfair when I say that that whole cable entry situation thing could be better. So that is the Andersen Quartz completely installed, fitted and commissioned. If you have any questions about this charger or have any comments about it from your own personal experience, leave them in the comments below and I'll make sure that I will respond to you.